You made it. Back to the kingdom. It is the morning. It is about 4 a.m. here, and I am so excited to be able to wake up with you all this morning, to be able to spend a little bit more time with you all in this beautiful desert world. If you are excited for that, definitely consider leaving a like on the stream, and if you are watching this after the fact, let me know. I'd love to know. But as you can see, we are back here in the world. Today, we are back using our complementary reimagined shaders, and today we are going to get a whole ton of resource collection done. Once again, as always, if you leave a comment on stream, then you will get your name into the kingdom on a sign. If you would ever like to leave any super chat or join the channel membership, you are more than welcome to do so, and you will get your very own build here in the kingdom of Zara. But before we get to really doing anything, we do have to make a couple of new diamond tools. We are about to be heading into the desert and taking down some sand. So we need to head to our stutter base here, move our way around all these villagers. Actually, it looks like I do have some materials that we can use here. We'll keep that pickaxe, but we do definitely need another shovel. And I say, why not make two? Be a little bit preventative right here. Have some forethought. Can make some sticks very quickly. And now we are off, ready for the desert. And so, today's plan is to start to get a whole ton of infrastructure work done for us so that we can start to make a massive kingdom, a massive castle that is actually going to be an iron farm. And I do think that it's going to take us thousands and thousands of stone brick blocks. I'm not fully... I always hit that lily pad. I'm not fully sure how many it's going to take us, but I do know that it's going to be a hefty amount of work. So we are going to wake up together this morning and take our shovels and treat them like butter. Unfortunately, we do not have any enchantments on them, which, you know, just for the sake of double checking, I want to look into one chest and see if we happen to have one more diamond shovel that might actually have an enchantment on it. I think that would definitely be helpful for us. But yeah, I hope that you guys are excited for a good day. I've been doing these wake up with me in the morning live streams, and I do think it's kind of funny that I am the oftentimes one of the only people that's really waking up. It is so early for my time, but one of the beautiful things about doing YouTube is that there are people all around the world that will watch your content. I just wanted to check these barrels. Nope. Absolutely nothing. That's okay. We'll head on back to our desert area then. But for me, as we Naruto around the world very quickly and get back to the desert, it's so fun getting to just interact with everybody around the world. And we had the most amount of people on stream last night, or yesterday morning, that we've ever had. And so that was, I don't know, just a really gratifying experience and really cool for me. And I think that if I was the sort of person that was streaming to no one for years, or for even months and months without kind of seeing that reward come from it, I don't know if I would be the person that would keep up and be consistent with it. But you guys really do keep me going, as many other people will say too. This is going to take a very long time. It may be within our best interest, although I don't really have very efficient ways of doing it, to try to get some more XP. Hey Eagle, thanks so much for hopping on in, man. I hope that you're doing well and enjoy the morning workouts, dude. I was a football player myself, and so I ended up doing the early morning sessions as well. I definitely remember those days. I would actually wake up around 4. I would have football AM sessions, and then I would head straight to work right after during the summer when I was in high school. So I know the grinds, dude. And even if there are some days where you don't want to go to practice, realize this could be one of the only times in your life where you actually do have those. And it's actually also giving you those skills that you need in order to probably be the type of person that you want to be. You know, someone that wakes up and is able to do hard things and pushes themselves and contributes to something more. Although there are definitely those hot mornings and those 2-a-day sessions. I know the 2 days in particular, and I would assume that you probably have that as well. But I do appreciate you coming and saying hi very quickly and waking up with me this morning, dude. I'd love to know, and don't feel like you have to stay at all. I really mean about what time it is for you. Good morning, Haley. I hope that you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. As you can see, we are getting some work done, taking down the sand in the desert. Although we definitely need to make our tools more efficient. And I hope that you guys are getting through the middle of the week. For me, as a teacher on the summer, it is definitely a weird feeling. I think that waking up this early and live streaming for you guys is an extra good way for me to just get that extra productivity and again wake up and do something that's kind of a little bit more difficult. And don't get me wrong, you know, this is not that difficult compared to a football workout or compared to so many different things. But the easiest possible version of me playing Minecraft and collecting some resources this morning is for me to just wake up and have a podcast video on in the background or have some music on or something like that. And so I still definitely have that waking up in the morning voice. I can feel it, which kind of starts to improve as we continue on in stream. And it still feels raspy. I need to remind myself, I think, more during the first little bit of stream sessions to make sure that I'm actually getting myself some water. I think that the more that I stream, the more that I'm realizing that it really, if you want to provide as much value as possible, is a longevity game. You know, you want to start stream on the hottest foot possible and have the best intro and just be the most engaging possible. But I know that for me, and I think that a good thing about doing the wake up streams is that sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get into gear. And so one of the really good things about doing this is that the more that I wake up, I think the better that the stream gets. You guys will have to let me know. Of course, I'm the one that is administering or delivering the stream, so I don't really know personally. But after we stream today and get some materials done, I am working on a video where I ended up reviewing, and Haley, you were hanging out with us yesterday too, which was fun. I had a total blast, guys, reviewing a bunch of your Minecraft channels and kind of just looking at things that we could improve and take another look at. And so there is a live stream of that over on the second channel, but I am kind of shortening it down into a video, and it's a new style for me, but very creative, and I really love, you know, it makes sense being a teacher. I just love educating as much as possible. And so I left stream yesterday and I put into the Discord, I was like, I just feel so happy that I ended up taking, I don't know, a chance on a different type of, I don't know, creation modality, I guess, within Minecraft, as opposed to only doing the Let's Play or being like, well, I don't know if I have anything that I can contribute here. The reality is, although I may not be the biggest YouTuber in the world, I've spent so much time just trying to learn how to get better, that I really do think that I have value that I can bring for other people. And then I also realized, you know, and this applies for me too, I think that some of you guys looking at my channel would be like, this is exactly what Slip could fix in order to have very quick improvement. And sometimes making growth on YouTube is really just learning from someone what little tweaks and changes and things you can do that can have a massive, almost disproportionate benefit for you. And so not only have I received a lot of that advice from wonderful friends and people in the community over the years, but now I have a skill set and a lot of, experience with learning how to make things that, are not unsuccessful. I'm happy with the success of my videos. And I know that when I was, a smaller YouTuber, all I really wanted was the level of success that I actually have now. Making a couple $100, playing Minecraft every single month, and having a loving, dedicated community, and people that are really interested in you, and people that are from around the world and will make fan art and have that real dedication, and share that common love for the game on top of the metrics such as having thousands of subscribers and thousands of views on every single video. I mean, that's really, really is an incredible thing, really fulfilling feeling for me. So if you would ever like your channel reviewed, definitely take a look at the pinned comment for the stream. I don't know if it's in the description below, but I definitely know it's the pinned comment. I've had about 6 or 7 people fill it out, and it hasn't even been 24 hours or so, which has been really cool. I think it only takes about 2 seconds or so. So definitely, regardless of the size of your channel, if you'd ever like for me to do some research and just be like, oh, these are little things I can, I think, would be helpful to tweak. I think it's been very helpful for the people that I helped out yesterday. And I think that it is a service that we should provide to each other as much as possible and give each other that feedback, because it comes from a place of love. There's no other YouTubers on the platform that I'm like, oh, I hope that I outperform them in a way that I do well and they do bad. It's like, no, I want everybody to win right here. And so share the knowledge as much as you can, I think. Yeah, Haley, absolutely I have your name in the kingdom. On Young Money, that's a great question. What do you like about streaming? Haley, I am more than happy to put you in. Would you like it to be for an upcoming build? Or would you like me to put your name in the kingdom now? Yeah, once again, channel members, I am more than happy to, and I really want to, along with super chats as well, literally like actually make you a build in my Forever World and dedicate it to you and put it into the video and shout you out with it. So let me know. And once you do, I'll reach out to you on Discord. And I'll maybe do some... I just got scared. There was a creeper. We'll do some creative building and whatnot. And we'll get you something into the world. And if you'd ever want to create the interior or anything like that, I could always send you the Lightmatica file as well. And you could customize it however you wanted to, and then I could put it into the game. Hey Rain, I hope that you're doing well. Guys, I've really been having so much fun just getting to spend time and connect with you all. So thank you for all of the support. I really mean it. And I'd also love to know what are little things that I can do in order to make either my content better for you all, or just in general, or make the stream better for you all, or just in general, or what sort of feedback do you have for me? Things that I can work on or try to think about and improve. I am going to Spain in just about a week's time. So I won't be actually able to play that much Minecraft, but I am very excited. I'm going to be doing a religious pilgrimage, and so I'll be spending a lot of time on the trail, away from my phone, away from everybody, and really just out in nature and out in the world. So I'll have, tons and tons and tons of time to think, and I'm not planning on going anywhere. I plan on, getting as much content out for you all as I can. And you still will have, hopefully, at least a couple of videos that are coming out while I'm gone. That's what I'm working really hard on for the rest of the week. Although it's a grind, y'all. My videos take a very long time. Very, very long time on the main channel to come out. So trying to make it work is going to be very, very difficult. On top of that, and I shouldn't even do it. I'm making my life as difficult as possible. I really want to have this major, major build. And I mean major, major build. One of the biggest builds I've ever made into the world with the video ready and good to go. And I kind of need to have that done by Monday. And that's going to be incredibly hard for me to do. I think that we will head over here very quickly. Looks like our kingdom is down this way. We're making some good progress. Hey, Ace. You're right. You're totally right. More interaction with others. Do you think with stream or also with the videos? And by that, do you also mean collaborations and that sort of thing? Because that was one of the main things that I was actually thinking about. And one thing that you can kind of see in the distance, this little thing that we have right here, this is a little kind of hot springs that the plan here is to invite other content creators into the server or into the world, and ask them some funny questions. And if Eagle is still watching here, he knows that I originally had an intention of doing a month-long SMP, just to get to hang out and be a little bit more in the content creator community. But just because I'm going to Spain, and I'm trying to get all of these videos out for you guys, I knew that I couldn't be the one in charge of organizing and kind of managing an SMP when I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make it for a whole month. And unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to make the SMP work for myself for the whole month. So definitely things on the horizon like that. And then one other thing I've been thinking a lot about is a charity stream, but then also to do some charity or just events with you guys where, and unfortunately this would probably just have to be channel members, but my spawn area over here, I think it could be really fun in order to invite all of you guys on for a couple hours on the weekend, all of the channel members and everyone, including myself, we all just kind of hang out together and we transform the spawn area. So that's been something that I've been thinking about too. And let me read your comments very quickly. Grab a quick sip of water so I can make sure I can stay hydrated as it starts to rain. I'm a little congested this morning, a little stuffy. Yeah, what are you guys up to today? Oh, Young Money, I didn't get back to you either. What do I like about streaming? I really like the connection. Being able to, I don't know, just be here with you all. The more that I see you all, the more, the deeper our connection gets, and hopefully the more you guys kind of see me for me. And I think that is something that you can't really do on YouTube without the live streaming platform. Even if I gave you guys the most authentic quote unquote playthrough possible, at the end of the day it would still be kind of cut up. And so there's really no hiding here. I get a lot of people that ask me do you have an AI voice in the comments for my YouTube videos. And I'm like, well, you know, if you are willing to take a chance on this guy and like look into who I am as a person, not just as a content creator, then you will see this person that is waking up, you know, before 4 a.m. and setting up stream and is on his vacation during the summer, but is still doing Minecraft every second of the day, you know. It takes a lot of dedication and a lot of discipline, and you know, it's not like, for me, waking up super early in the morning and instantly talking into the microphone, that's not like the most natural thing for me. I'm not a socialite. I'm not, you know, an extrovert. I am not gonna just go out, and I don't work out with other people in the morning at the gym. I'm not gonna go out to a party or anything like that. But this is for me, I live a very simple life, and my community is actually very small. And I really do consider you guys as like some of the most important people in my life. Like, who else, you know, in the world, although you might have friends that like what you're doing, who also likes it as much as you do, in a way that like they're like a genuine fan, if that makes sense. And that's what you guys have been for me. No one told me that I was on the wrong oh wait, you guys don't... One second. I realized I never updated one screen here, which I have been good at doing. I think, let me just do a quick fix, because I like having this screen up here. We'll go window capture. Boom. So if any of you guys are just hanging around this morning, waking up with me, feel free to help us get to... We are so close. Hopefully today we'll be able to get to 6,500 subscribers, which will make me very happy. I kind of had a goal before I go to Spain of getting to there, and looks like we might be able to get there. Oh, Haley, that sounds so awesome. I'd really like that. Yeah, you know, really just start, and I never thought I had anything to bring to the table, and apparently my voice is something that is worth listening to for some people, including yourselves, and you never know until you get that feedback. And Minecraft is such a, you know, a worldwide universal game. And I'm like, I'm all about that. That sounds really incredible. And if you ever want any help, any tips along the way, please do let me know. Yeah, in the videos there could be a little bit more. I know, I'm trying about that. That's why we've been doing the comment of the day. Trying to get some, you know, a comment in every single episode. And then this is kind of a recent development, which actually is, I don't think we'll do one more round of collecting some sand quickly, and then all of you guys that are new to stream and that are hanging out today, we get to put your names into the kingdom. And then for channel members and for super chatters, I'm also trying to make you guys builds in the game. So those are the ideas that I have for right now. I'd love to be able to do an SMP. But I know that as work gets back into full gear, I'm gonna want to make sure that I can prioritize making Minecraft videos, and I know that I'm going to want to have them in the Forever world, and keep working on different kingdoms in here. And I know I would not be able to split my time in a way that would be fair to all of us that would be investing in the server at this point in time. I think that it totally could be something that I could do when it's the next teacher summer, or just as I continue to really get a lay of the land. And the more expertise I get as a teacher, the more systems when it comes to learning anything, right? Imagine your first week of work with whatever you did, or if you're in school, the first time you tried any new activity or assignment. Then, just after a little bit of time, you're able to turn it all around. And you're like, oh wait, not only can I do this, but I can do this pretty quickly or pretty efficiently. And so that really is the name of the game, right? And so I was surprised that I was able to get as much content out for you all as my first year as a teacher last year. And I'm not trying to put out more content, but I am hoping that I'm able to keep the content consistency going for you guys. And then if more time is able to make itself available to us, then, well, that's all the better. Making this content is something that I really never get burnt out from. It's something that I get burnt out not being able to make it. But I can pretty much go and go and go and go when it comes to making content. Maybe not recording or streaming all day, but who knows? We've been able to, stream or record for 2 to 4 hours, sometimes even as of this last week, 5 hours in one recording session, which have been new personal best for me. Ace, you've enjoyed the comment of the day. That makes me happy, man. And yeah, thank you. Really, I saw the Discord message. I haven't responded to it yet. I'm glad that you ended up enjoying the stream from yesterday. I didn't know I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. I really had such a fun time getting to be an educator. Like, I really have spent so much time. If I wasn't streaming with you guys right now, I would be literally doing the same thing, but I would be zoning out even more. And I would be listening to probably a podcast about YouTube tactics, or how to grow a YouTube channel, or how to use a YouTube channel in order to make money, and really just all of the skills and tricks and tools and tactics that people on the front end of the line will use in order to distinguish themselves and differentiate and all those sorts of things. It really is kind of the main thing that I engage with. And then now secondarily, I like watching everybody in the Minecraft content community, but more and more so I've been really just focusing on trying to learn the skills that go into being more successful on YouTube. And I've seen a massive output. The channel has grown by just about 2,500 subscribers within 6 months. I'm so proud of that. I'll put it this way. My year-end goal for YouTube was 6,000 subscribers. And to have 1,000 subscribers on the second channel, and clearly halfway through the year, we've blown past that. I do try to, I don't know. Yeah. I'd love to hear from you guys, actually. Tell me what you think. I feel like my streams could be different, and you'll have to let me know once again. My streams could be different than other people's streams, because I feel like I go off and ramble and tangent so much and kind of just try to make connections. But I'll take the smallest thing that you guys will give me in the comments, and then I'll just roll with it and kind of podcast over it. And so I'm wondering if my streams are kind of unique in that they are a little bit more of that, really a lot of commentary and a lot of podcasty-ish nature to it. And there's a specific reason for it, which I'll elaborate on. But I'm curious. For other people, is my stream vibe a little bit different in that it's kind of more of the background, in the podcast? Which, if it is, I'm absolutely thrilled. That makes me very happy, and consider leaving a like on the stream if you're enjoying it. But it's only because when I first started streaming, there was no one watching. So I didn't have anyone to respond to. And I know that if I was the viewer, I would want to be hearing the person that I like their content share more about themselves and more about what they're doing, and also be able to deliver the gameplay commentary on top of it. As well as I do think that, or at least hopefully, I'd really like to increase the replayability of these live streams for other people if they want to have them on in the background, you know, because for example, when yesterday's live stream ended up coming out, it had about 49 views as soon as I stopped recording or stopped streaming. And then at this point, I think it has like 100 or 110 views. So the live stream viewership ended up doubling after I stopped live streaming. And so I think that that's worth mentioning. And so that's kind of also why I've been focusing more on an intro for it as well. Ooh, Haley, we are doing that. That is such a good idea. Okay, Dorothy, our camel, we will make her stable. Okay? And that's totally going to be dedicated for you. That's probably, now that I think about it, because I love the little builds and those sorts of things, that might end up becoming one of the my favorite smaller additions in the kingdom. But let's see, we have more sandstone here. Let's see, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to a double chest. I think we'll definitely try to get as far as we can on that. We are almost running out of our diamond pickaxe though, which is going to be a very big bummer. I think. Yeah, I say let's just keep going for the moment. See what we can do. I'm smashing it, Ace. Thank you. Hey, it's not easy. It really is not easy first thing in the morning to wake up and to really try to give my best to you all. There's plenty of ums and ahs, and if some of my tangents don't make total coherent sense, well, that would make sense. But I can see that I'm getting really just so much better over time at being able to play the game and to be able to talk over it. My first time trying to live stream, I literally, and talking about the stream that we did yesterday, you know, just looking down the whole time, I literally, the whole time, my first stream, I couldn't think about doing anything. So, you know, and Ace, again, imagine if the podcast, or, you know, the stream was looking like this and I was just looking down the entire time. You know what I mean? And not doing anything. Right? So even those little things, for Cartishna, you know, just keeping your angle and perspective up, and then being able to talk and communicate, and hopefully, you know, provide more and more value while you do that. It's actually a skill. And the only reason I can say that is because I'm not necessarily good at it yet, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. Or at least I hope I am. Hey Draconis, I hope you're doing well, man. Hey dude, no worries at all if you have to run. I know it is a different time across the pond for you, dude, but you've been in the stream for the last 2 days, and I appreciate you just spending even a little bit of time with me. Hey Ace, that really does mean a lot. I don't usually watch that much streams, except for I think that now that I've been doing kind of like the teacher's summer, and I've been able to almost be like a full-time YouTuber, I have been watching other live streamers, kind of just to figure out, oftentimes when I watch Minecraft YouTube nowadays, I'm really not only watching it from a consumer perspective, you know, because I am a fan, I love watching Minecraft content, but I'm also at the same time really watching it from a perspective of what is the creator doing right? What are the little things? How are they structuring their video? How are they, how short, how long is their introduction? What sort of words, what sort of visual cues are they using? How are they telling the story? What sort of action frames are they using? What sort of little quirks about their personality can we see coming out of them? And I think that having that lens while really consuming anything has been very helpful for me. But yeah, I mean, it really is crazy. You can make 10 little adjustments that once you kind of just find out about them, then you're like, oh, wait, I know what. Wait, like, this is actually making some traction. Like, my videos are even getting more views, or I can, I see the love, or I can see on my audience retention data graph that people are watching for longer and longer throughout the video. Now, it's very, very possible as a YouTuber, especially when the metrics are not looking good, to get super up in your head about it. And I'm not a saint when it comes down to that. I still will look into them, and sometimes more so than at other times. And it's not necessarily to want to look at your analytics all the time, because there is, of course, something to be said about just making the videos, doing something that you love. But it is also nice to see the fruit of your effort. And I think that the more I got into it, because I was like, you know what, I love doing this, and I'm really proud of the finished product when I'm done with it. But I know that, if I'm not going to be as inspired to always just want to do it if I never feel like I get any reward or payout, like the fruit of my labor. If I spend 30 to 40 hours on one video, and that video could get 100,000 views if I packaged it well, but if the video only gets 100 views or 500 views because I just didn't package the video well, that's an unfortunate and frustrating part of YouTube. But it's also, it speaks to the skill set and skill sets that you can acquire to get better at making sure that you do package your content in a way that is still intrinsic and authentic to you, but also allows for you to reach the people that you probably, made the video to reach in the first place. Yeah, I like the cozy vibes Haley as well. It is, I don't know, it's something special that I know it's different times for you guys at in the day, but for me, it's only 5:10 in the morning, so it's nice to just wake up and have it be soothing. But I was also inspired to make this sort of live streaming style from, now he's kind of becoming a good buddy of mine, Flappy MC, who, and I was hanging out with his stream before my stream, and he has a really great personality and is really able to kind of just like keep the audience really engaged, and he's just really funny. A good way to also put it is, imagine this morning stream, but I was also kind of ripping on you guys the entire time. But like in a very fun, like a very warm, like, community-based sort of way. It's really enjoyable to be a part of, and to watch and take part in. But I know that so for him, he'll have like, 10, 15, 20 people that are coming and hanging out with him. And it's still, just as early in the morning, if not even earlier. But he's really got it going on. I know that streaming, even recording is the hardest thing for me to do, which is why I am choosing to do it first thing in the morning, if I'm being honest. If I was to wait, and I have all day until a later time of the day to record, I would probably just eventually be like, I don't feel like I'm in the headspace, or I don't feel like I have the energy that I want to. But, you know, just like as you hear, wake up and eat the frog and doing one of the hardest things. Well, this is really enjoyable, although it's hard. But since I know that I'm getting better at it over time, that is an extra reason for me to just continue to do it. But I do know that, I don't know, he's just really good at being able to respond to people. And maybe he has like a good double monitor. For me, the chat for you guys, I have to like crane my neck in order to see it, which is fine. I don't have any problem doing that. The problem is that I have to stop talking in order to look and read the chat, which I know is important, but sometimes I'm like, it takes away from the pacing or the or the cadence or for the flow. I don't know if that makes sense for any of you guys. Thanks, Draconis. Yeah, have a great day, my man. Have a great day. Ace, that's funny. I have the same sleep schedule as you, and you're in Europe. I know, it is a little insane. I know my schedule is much different than most people's, but I also, you know, I hope that you guys know that, like, I also work this hard because I would love to be a full-time YouTuber, and, like, I don't have that sort of success, but I'm definitely, you know, not just talking about it. Like, I really am trying to make dreams happen, and have been doing so for years now. And so there are a lot of people that would look at my lifestyle and be like, this is not something that I want in my life. And that's more than okay. Because, you know, if I look at your life, there's probably things that you do that I wouldn't want to have my life look like. For example, and this is literally no shade, because I each to their own, and it's interesting that I like the unique things that I do, and so I'm totally okay with that, and whatever other people like to do, I'm more okay with how they want to live their life. But for example, I'm a 26-year-old, and many people my age, especially during the summer when it's warm out and it's sunny out, and especially during the weekends, well, they want to go out and, you know, hit the bars and hit the clubs and that sort of thing. And so they have no problem sleeping in, or maybe even then going to brunch. And all these, you know, are great things. Don't get me wrong, but for me, I'm not going to do that, because I know that I personally get more satisfaction about making Minecraft content on Friday night and then waking up early on Saturday morning and continuing to do that, and going to the gym before the sun officially rises, and feeling like I've accomplished things, and then having made things that have had a real genuine impact, or things that I love to do. But then even more incredibly, really incredible, I think is the word, I've made it so that I've found a group of people that love the exact same thing as me. And, you know, it's like not an insignificant amount of people as well. Then I also am able to make a non-insignificant amount of money playing Minecraft, doing the thing that I love. And so I'm like, I understand that you don't want to wake up at this time and do this thing, but that doesn't mean that I don't love doing it in the way that, for me, I might not want to go to the bar, or I might not want to go out to brunch and have a big meal when I know that I'd rather be healthy and productive. And that's more than okay, because there's something about those experiences, and I enjoy them when I do them, don't get me wrong, that make me realize that, you know, there's other parts of life that are worth enjoying and experiencing, and other people enjoy and experience those parts of life differently, if that makes sense. So each to their own, you know, but I've also heard that in order to live an extraordinary life, you have to, or in order to, you know, the definition of being extraordinary is that you are going to be extra. Like, you are going to be too much for people. You are going to operate and behave in a way that seems extreme or seems radical. If that doesn't mean, and yes, that may make you somewhat extreme or radical in this different perception, but that doesn't mean that I'm beating myself over the head or, you know, making life painful. Like, I love doing these things, and so that's why I do these things. Yeah, I'm just 26. I am a first-year teacher. I'm not an old guy. But I do think that I give off that vibe. I'm an old soul. I'm totally an old soul, I would say. Yeah, and my lifestyle, as you can see, is I don't do what many people our age do. And that's again great for them if you enjoy doing that, but for me it's just that's not my vibe, that's not my style. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to grab a sign very quickly, and we are going to put Ace into the kingdom. And then Haley, I'm very excited to be able to make that horse stable. Hopefully we'll put it into this episode as well. Maybe I'll do a bit of creative work. Let's see, I think we have signs in here. Yes, we do. And then we will, let's see. I'm thinking, Ace, I kind of want to have you up here. If there's a visual way to put you up here. I kind of like up here. All caps. Also, I feel like when people interact with me on Discord, they're probably like, what the heck? Like, you're always using uppercase. And it's usually because I just have them on by accident. And then I just send the message. But I give such a, I don't know, a much more calming and soothing sort of stream and vibe and playthrough, I think, that having this right here is very funny. Well, exactly. I think when I talk to a lot of people, especially when I say that I'm a teacher, the idea is to go to a more, you know, a little bit older of an identity. But no, I'm only 26. There we go. We have Ace right here. Do I have a sprint on caps lock? No. My sprint is just my hitting double on the up arrow. Right. But if I'm being honest, we will save and quit to title very quickly. We're going to save the replay mod file, and then I'll show you guys what we are working towards. But really, it is very, very sand heavy. It's very sand heavy, so you guys are going to see that I have a whole ton more of the similar sort of work ahead of us. And that's okay. I'm very excited to have a mega build in the kingdom. Although that replay mod, it always takes a while. Okay, we'll click into that, and then if we head into our creative world right here, I'm going to show you guys what it is that we're actually working towards. And this is, I think, a new path design that I may want to eventually have in the kingdom as opposed to the bright one that we have. But it is very expensive. Actually, it is smooth stone and then quartz bricks and then pale oak trapdoors. And then I think smooth quartz and maybe something else too. It's a lot. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. I was like, where are all of my builds? And as you guys can see, I mean, it is massive. We are going to need lots of pots and lots of signs, and not too much when it comes to leaves, but really just a lot of our cut sandstone. I do think I want to see what it's actually looking like when it comes to blocks. So we'll enable rendering very quickly. Let's see if we can get a quick idea here. Man, imagine being named Flaccid McFlaccidson. I know I wouldn't like that. as opposed to a self-chosen name. And guys, once again, take a look at Flappy. We were talking about him earlier. Dude, I'm impressed by your streams. You're just hanging around and riffing on people. God, 10 to 15 people that are loving it the entire time. Whereas we agree over here on this side of things, it is a bit more of a podcast style. But yeah, guys, as you can see, this is going to be a very big build. I'm happy with it. Very cool for the desert. And this is going to be an iron farm. I gotta save this. Let's do the desert iron farm. Ace, that was probably from the channel reviews yesterday, right? When I was doing them, I was like, oh wait, this is actually such a fun way to like also give more attention to people too. Once again, if you'd ever like to have your channel reviewed, you can take a look at the, I don't know why I said flam. That's just another one of my buddies on YouTube. We'll do it. Desert Iron Flam instead of farm. Why can't I? I don't know why I can't take a look at it. I'll load another one in over here. See it. What did I call it? I should just look up flam, right? There we go. Oh, holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah, I am making the video. The live stream is a very helpful resource. Oh man, we need 3,000 cut sandstone. Almost 1,000 cut sandstone slabs. Almost 500 trapdoors. Ooh, it's gonna take a long time. Some smooth sandstone slabs. 40 quartz bricks. I didn't even... Oh, that's actually just... We don't need those. So very sand heavy. That's gonna take us a minute. Let's head back to the desert world quickly. Legends. Do you guys know Legend B on YouTube? Okay, so how much sand? Guys, I think it's gonna... You need what, 3,000? I think it is going to take a very long time. It's all of that sand right there. Let's head to our stone cutter. This is only like a couple hundred. Okay, we got 64, 128, 250. We have 300 or so, and we need 3,000, so that is about 10% of the way. Oh, it's gonna take a long time. Oh, I just wasted some. I went in the crafting table too. That's so frustrating. Alright guys, but I'm not going to just bring you all back and forth with stone collection the entire time. I will do a little bit, a little bit more off camera. Yes, Flappy McFlaccidson. We do have a video coming out for that on the second channel. I'm gonna make it today. I don't know when it'll come out, but it'll be coming out. It'll be coming out. And then yeah, another stream tomorrow morning and whatnot. If you guys would ever like to get your channel reviewed, you're more than welcome to take a look at the comment, the pinned comment in the stream chat right here. And once again, if you would ever like to level up your visuals and really fast track your YouTube progress here on the platform when it comes to becoming a Minecraft YouTube channel or growing your Minecraft YouTube channel, definitely take a look at the Replay Mod Starter Kit. Again, the code SLIPSTREAM will get you the best price that will not be here forever. Like the stream, take a look at everyone else that is hanging out here today, and I will see you all very, very soon. Sorry, Cobb. Shorter stream today. Just sand collecting. I don't want to bore you all too much. The fact that you make Minecraft videos at all it's just funny. The fact that we all do. That we all sit in front of the microphone with no one else here, and then the rest of us also love this game so much that we all hang out, even if it's bright and early. What a crazy thing that we do. Yeah, Flan gets a shout out. Alright guys, like the stream. Good morning. Dun, dun, dun. I can't do the Kanye West thing. I wish I could. But I will see you all very, very soon.